Good morning, 10:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, January 5th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I wanted to do an update this morning. I only got about 3 hours of sleep last night because my son was up all night and I had to get up early. But right now, we can see XRP took the very, very, very intriguing route. We're down 3.78% today. The total market cap of XRP is down 1.175 billion. But not everything that meets the eye is going to meet the eye this morning. XRP is going to be dumping into a very desirable area. We've got, in the 30-minute, we're in oversold. 4 hourly, we're in the oversold. Trying to work our way, actually, we're back into neutral. 3 hourly, after this candle, it's going to end up back into the oversold again. And one thing I'm noticing this morning is the US dollar currency index is on its way down a little bit. It's trying to correct a little bit, and it looks like there could be a little more of a correction here to be had. So we'll see if the DXY continues to come down. If it does, that's going to continue to allow for rotation up for crypto. But we really wanted to see it tug down. We've talked about it. If it took the up route, it was going for rejection. If we could come down to support and try to double bottom there, which it wasn't quite a double bottom, but at least we came down. We've hung the flag a little bit here. And it's one of those things. Can we bounce back up in due process? Looks like we'll have a chance. This fortunately didn't break out right away. We got another consolidation. And if we want to move up, we needed another dump. That was just that simple. And we know imminently we could be looking at, now it's about a 13 to 15% move if we can take this up route. But what we did last night was nothing short of very, very important here for crypto, for XRP. If there was any hope of another leg up, we needed to have that liquidity tug, and we got it. We went from the top of this resistance at about 65 cents. We came back down here to 509, which if you look at this from the entire scale, we went from the rising channel resistance to the overextension of the bull flag, which we never came back down and supported after the initial bump up. We've never had that volatile spike down, which now we have. So now if this does hold, the relative strength index has cleared out a lot. So the problems we were having a couple weeks ago with overbought, now we're having the complete opposite problem. We're going to end up into this oversold territory. And this is going to end up being where we could capitalize here. XRP, if it can capitalize on the momentum, even in a daily sense, this daily RSI is going to be breaking down even further. But we still have a lot of time to go in today's daily candle. We still have 8 hours and 40 minutes. So if this daily candle continues to, let's just say, continues to dump out some of this some of these overextended buyers that didn't even want to be in XRP, this could find itself as a volatile swing back up. I mean, if you look at the 30, this is starting to get into some pretty oversold areas, especially in the next 9 minutes. This is going to come down probably into that. Right now it's at 23. It's probably going to come into that, closer to that 18 area now. That's going to be pretty interesting after this candle close. We talked about XLM yesterday. It's down 4.47%. It's at 11.62 or 11.617. We're going to see what the market does because they are really approaching these oversold areas. XLM in the 30 after this candle closes, it's really going to be down there. But if you look at like the 2 hourly, 3 hourly, when these candles close, these are going to be significantly into the oversold. Significantly. It's just a matter of when does it return? When does it have that rally? It's going to have to now. It's going to be so overextended. Now we're going to get caught up in a spot where a lot of people are going to go short, and guess what's going to happen? Now it's going to rotate. So be very, very careful this morning. Be very careful if you're going short. I mean, the fact that everybody is going to look at this morning and be like, oh, there's a death cross right now. XRP's probably rotating down. It's getting into that extreme oversold once this candle closes. We're going to have to be very careful here this morning. I know we're in the accumulation phase. We're accumulating, but if you're going short this morning, please, if you're watching me, at least heed this warning that I understand it looks bearish. I understand things are breaking down. I understand that crypto is looking very negative right now. But when you've already had dumps like this and you're in the oversold area, there's only so much more you can dump without a correction back up. And it might just be a correction back up for XRP, that 60 cent point, to get a rejection. It might just be a correction up for XLM to retest the drop point. But at the same time, we're going to need to clear out something if we want to continue down. This is going to get into an area where we're going to run out of the technical traders. So if we wanted to make a big move up, I said we needed a dump. We needed that second dump. And now we've got the second dump. Now we have to see exactly how much consolidation we have. And we have to see exactly where this would end up breaking back up. We've got XRP's market cap just over 30 billion. I mean, it's hitting exactly where I wanted to on the consolidation. I don't know if anybody remembers if last week I talked about 31.7, but preferably I would like it to come all the way back down. Even if there was an overextension in the daily, I even said I would like to see it pull back up though and not close underneath these areas. Because if you close under 30.3, then you know you might have to come down to 24.4. That's just a signal. Not saying that it's a guarantee, but once you start breaking that down, it could just be in a up and down fashion. But we're really in a weird spot here. It looks so bearish this morning, but I'm looking at the relative strength of crypto right now, and it's actually in a very interesting spot. I mean, I keep going between XLM and XRP just like yesterday, but look where XLM is at in the 4-hourly. After this 4-hour candle dumps, in about 36 minutes, this is going to start getting into this dangerously oversold area in the 4-hourly. Daily time frame, as of right now, this would end up in the oversold after today. Weekly, we're right in the neutral area. And then in the monthly, we're in, I mean, look at that. That leaves a lot of room to be, a lot of room to desire here for a run. It really does. This chart is starting to balance out to where we're going to need a violent reversal here at some point. We're going to have to dump out a lot of this overzealousness here now. We went from an overbought scenario, extreme overbought scenario, back on December 23rd, and we talked about it. We were up at almost 90. We said there's nothing we can do but rotate. Now all of a sudden in the 4-hourly, we're down to 22. And it's going to be much lower after this 4-hour candle in 35 minutes. I almost dare say it's starting to wait out this 4-hour candle before it starts making a reverse push back up for the, going into the daily candle close. It might not even come all the way back up the entirety of the 4% for XRP. But once you start to get into these areas where you start getting into that oversold, it starts to be a very interesting game. Like XRP was in oversold before this candle, and this candle has not been a good candle. 2-hourly, we're closing 35. I mean, it's starting to set up where maybe we have a tiny bit more down. But honestly, this is starting to set up exactly how we want it. This is very favorable for a reverse rally. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this, please make sure to hit that like button. I've been doing an active discussion here with you all this morning because I wanted to share what I was seeing. Like gold's up 20 bucks an ounce right now. So we'll see that in the midday market report. But there is something brewing here. Something that doesn't meet the eye. The fact that Bitcoin ETF approval is possibly looming, and we keep getting these sell the news, or it's basically sell the rumor, buy the news right now. We're selling, we're dumping. You want to see these dumps before any kind of approval. It bolds a lot better than if you get an approval and you're on a big pump. So we'll see what's in store for the market, but something don't smell right here. Looks like it should dump more. It feels like it should dump more. The relative strength is telling us otherwise. The DXY starting to push and rotate back down is telling us otherwise. So just pay attention. If you got anything out of this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button to push us through the analytics. If you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, video description below, you can find all the ways that I spot and futures trade for the cheapest maker fees. So you don't have to waste your money paying exchanges on fees just to buy and sell. And then if you want to show me personal support, you can always join Tom's Army or send a YouTube super chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stay positive. Take your emotions out of this and look at this one step at a time.